talking about social batteries because the average.
Yeah, I think social battery also comes with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, you opened
That
my
was-
eyes again, bro, just like he did.
It,
Yeah, well, I really appreciate y'all's views because it's definitely inspired me. We're
Icebreaker.
not really icebreaker, but I just want to reflect on OG's episode a little bit, bro.
Man, what a good episode.
what
Yeah.
a great episode.
Have you guys watched it all? Well, I know you did. Have you watched it all the way through?
No.
No?
I don't have a choice. He's self-conscious about his panza, bro.
No,
So-
yeah.
So you haven't watched what any of it?
I watched like 5 minutes of it.
Bro, just put it on Spotify.
You know what? You know what?
I don't have Spotify.
It's free.
I thought there's ads.
Spotify podcast is free.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Put me
you
on
can-
game.
Yeah. I feel like you probably feel like that too because most of it is
On
your-
me,
yeah,
bro.
on
Every
you.
time it's going OG,
Yeah.
it pans at me, and I'm just like,
Oh, that's something I actually wanted to tell you though. Both of y'all, if y'all know. Like, I won't look it down here or up there because I know I'm going to be on camera. So like, if he's talking, you're on camera. Just keep that in mind. If I'm talking, you're not on camera. So that's whenever you can like adjust in position and like shit like that.
oh,
Yeah,
tips and tricks.
you know.
Yeah, a little
Okay.
slight. I like
I
that.
didn't know that. I just be,
Well, yeah, because there were like sometimes because like I'll look at the camera, but I do it whenever OG was talking.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I was on OG talking and Chris was like, I'm keeping that in.
okay, bro.
And then there was sometimes where I had it on OG and Chris was like right
Yeah.
at the camera.
Yeah.
He's just- Yeah.
You were shaking your head and smiling a lot though.
For real,
Yeah.
cringe.
No, I wasn't cringe, bro. I mean, he was speaking, really, some valuable stuff. So, I think it was great, dude. I really enjoyed it in the moment and watching it back. China actually is like halfway through it. I told her to finish it while I'm recording this. She said it's really good. She had to like stop it because she was listening to it last night on her way home. It was like 3:00 in the morning. She was like, "This is so good that I have to pause this so that way I can be fully
like engaged. In
engaged."
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's good. That's been like a common thing though. Even
Yeah.
people at my work have been like, "I watched your podcast. It was really good. Like really good."
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and check what we're at.
Which I think is so interesting because, like, why do you think people actually wanted to click on that one compared to our other ones that's just us three?
That's the conversation.
Probably
about, like, the marketing and
because-
stuff, though.
Probably because it is somebody they have no idea who it is.
That's a good show.
Yeah, a lot of the people we've had on are recognizable people in our town. I
Yeah.
feel like,
Fair.
well,
Especially, like, in our age group. And stuff,
yeah, in our
fan
age
base.
group. But I mean, probably just because he's an older gentleman too, and like he looks sophisticated.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
How many views are we at right now?
Oh, my bad. Let's see here.
Bro, can't multitask. Talking to the mic. No, you got to, yeah.
53.
It's pretty good for us.
That's
right
2
now.
days. 2
Yeah,
days
2
up.
days. Mhm.
So.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, and even people who like know him are like, it's pretty good.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, since you didn't watch it back, you haven't gotten to reflect on it really. How did you feel about like that day, like in the moment, a little, the aftermath too?
It was good. I mean, I felt sharp. I felt prepared. I felt comfortable in the setting.
Yeah.
I was ready, bro. I mean, another reason why I haven't watched it back as well is kind of like how China is. She wants to be fully present.
Mhm.
When I watch it back, I started watching 5 minutes of it, and then stuff started happening around me and
Yeah.
stuff. So I just like, let
Turn
me
it
come
off.
back to it. Yeah.
Mhm. I get it.
So.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that text from Hunter that he sent us.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
badass,
That made me
bro.
feel really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Because again, that's what we want.
yeah, it's like impact people for
Mhm,
sure.
mhm.
A lot
Yeah.
of people can actually watch that and like they got a lot out of it, especially people our age.
Right.
Yeah.
I really like the direction that conversation went. I feel like it'd be pretty cool to have him on again, obviously in the
I
future, which we
agree.
will. But
Yeah, I agree.
maybe even more people kind of along his.
Well, we have Javi's coworker wants to get on too.
Oh
And he's a millionaire.
we're traveling for that.
We'd have to
one.
go to Austin too. He's like, I'm not going to Huntsville. That'd be a real beneficial one as well.
That would be pretty cool. Would you be up? For
I'm
that?
down. I just need date, time, place.
For sure.
My question, I mean, for you guys, because we've already kind of talked about this briefly, but I just want to talk about it again because I think it's a very valid conversation moving forward. Obviously, that one had a lot of substance to it.
Sure.
The whole episode. There was wisdom, there was knowledge, there was perspective.
I agree.
all of the above, right? Obviously, the goal is to make more episodes along those lines to
Yep.
benefit other listeners, the
Mhm,
audience itself.
mhm.
How are we going to cultivate that in every episode that we do?
That's a good question. I feel like that may be something we have to kind of figure out as we go along.
Absolutely, I agree. Also, though, you got to think about that was also our first one after our meeting where we were like, "Fuck, that's our niche. Like
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna start doing."
Yeah.
So maybe I think we already went into that subconsciously thinking like, "Okay, this is the angle we want to take." Now, of course, it's different because instead of getting our perspectives, we were getting his perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So, remind me again because I don't have my journal. Do you remember what our niche is?
Yeah, it was the fact that and actually, I have to talk to you about this afterwards. You can just take your hand away and she'll go away, bro.
She's just
Just
eating
leave
me
her.
up.
Yeah, I know. Just leave her alone. She. Oh no, it was us three being the same age. Close enough, but but being Luna, go. Okay, she ain't messing with you no more. It was us three being the same age, but being in different parts of our lives. It's like you're engaged, about to get married, but no kids. You're married with kids. I'm a fucking bachelor, bro. So, but nah, like, so I think that, and you know, it's funny. I was like editing the TikTok that we posted today, and I was like, oh, and I just got like a light bulb moment about kind of like because something that China mentioned to us way back when about the podcast was people don't know us, right? And especially you now because you know we have like 100 episodes with like us two, you know, but to like kind of introduce ourselves, I like had this light bulb moment of like kind of like a channel trailer is what we would call it back in the day. I don't know what we'd call it nowadays, but it's kind of like something we can have pinned on our posts where it's just like if people were to click on our profile, it's like here's who we are kind of thing.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I have it written down on my Mac. I know what it is, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's a cool little project we can.
It's
start working
very easy. I'll just say it, I guess.
on. Yeah, go ahead.
I was thinking like we have a shot on a chair, maybe like out there in the woods, or maybe we can have 3 different locations up to you guys, where we all just like we go into frame, sit down, right? One chair though, so like everybody is by themselves. And I would go, hey, I'm Al, Nick, Chris. I'm 24 years old, 24, 25, whatever. I'm single. I'm engaged. I have a wife and kids. He's like, yeah, we just wanted to get together. I forget. I wrote it. Fuck, I can't remember what I wrote word for word. Basically, like, you know, and then each of us like say a part of the sentence, and it's like we just want to share our life experience, being the same age, and being in completely different parts of our lives. And that way, whenever people like actually see us, they know, oh shit, okay, like it's not a podcast for partiers or whatever. It's a podcast for every kind of young adult.
Kind of gives them an idea of what they're getting into, you know,
Mhm.
like and who we are. Yeah, yeah. That's a good
Mhm.
idea. That's a good idea
I like it.
for sure.
I
Yeah.
love it. I want some more of it. But yeah, I think overall, man, the episode was, like I said, I haven't took the time to recap watching it.
Yeah.
Just because of, I'm aware of the knowledge and wisdom that video has.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure I'm in a environment where I'm receptive to it. I take from it. I mean, the conversation and stuff, I took so much. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just like a lot of like similarities to a lot of successful people that I've spoke to previously, and it's just everything is all kind of connected. It's really cool to see, you know, just different people in different parts of life being in different types of success. It's awesome to see because, like I said, the conversation is pretty similar no matter
Yeah.
who you talk to.
Yeah, it's like they all kind of stem from the same,
Absolutely.
you know, root. You know.
Yeah. And a friend of mine that was watching it, she told me, you know, that's one of the like, especially the stuff he was talking about, like the realizations he came to after he, you know, left his place is something that everybody does, but nobody talks about. So she was like, that was very cool to see.
Definitely different. I mean, his side of the company perspective of being number 2 in the organization and not having significance in itself. I mean, you would think number two, you have significance, right?
100%.
That's not always the case.
Right.
So it's just cool. I mean, like I said, it's one of those episodes where we're gonna look back on and be like, dang, we really did something really good on that one. So
Yeah.
that was a special episode for sure. So on to more and on to many more guests, man. 100%.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Amen.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
You ready to get into this one
Let's
then?
do it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and knock it out.
Yeah. So today, lads, we're gonna. So what was it, 2 weeks ago now? A week ago, roughly.
No, it wasn't. No,
it was
2
a week
weeks ago.
from. It was a week from Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, a week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half ago. Yeah. Nick had his engagement party,
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
and we all just kind of were like, "Damn, bro!" Like, I know Chris. Or I was talking about it to Chris. We were sitting at the dinner table, and I was just like, "Bro, my social battery is like at an all-time low."
Just that day or in general? Like,
No, like literally, no, it was funny because it's just in that moment, because there were so many people I didn't know, and it was just kind of like I really don't want to socialize right now. Because like Devin and I got in the car and I was fine, but you know I brought it up to Chris. I was like, Chris, you have to sell people shit all fucking day, every day,
and talk to people who he has no idea who they are
Yeah.
every day.
and I do that too on a different spectrum.
Yep.
Right? It's like how but I am like at the end of the day I'm like ready to go home. I don't want to do shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to nobody. But he always is like feels like he always has energy. So then I brought it up to him, and before he even like answered the question, he's like, "This would be a great podcast episode."
Absolutely. The first thing I said.
Yeah.
It's definitely a conversation that I think it's niche. Talking about social batteries, because the average individual doesn't have a good amount of a social battery. I'll call it. You know, they go to work, they do what they need to do, they go home and chill. That's it. Rinse and repeat. But for like events like that, and you know, having to sell things, to talk to different people, having different personalities, energies, it's tough because everything is a frequency, man. And everybody, you know, this is what I told him. I was like, I don't think necessarily it's something that's hard to achieve or to grow your social battery, but it's understanding that everybody has a different frequency and a different vibe, and that drains you because you're trying to figure out where do I fit in this equation. Like that one, I don't know his name, but China's sister's husband, tall guy that got pulled over,
Justin. Yeah.
Justin. He knows how to use his height, and he knows how to use his social battery to benefit him. Little things, I don't know if you recognized it. I do, because I always see this stuff, and I'm always aware, and I pay attention to this stuff just because of my job. He came in, and what did he do?
I don't remember. That
He was
a week
late,
and a
right?
half.
That was one. But that didn't matter at the end of the day, right? What did he do? He walked around.
Yeah. gave
Hey,
him
how you
hugs.
doing? Hugs. You know, hey, how you doing? Handshake, hug.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Made a joke. Moved on. Boom, boom. Same thing. He owned the room, even if he was late. Made a joke about getting pulled over. Yeah, I must be, everybody likes me. I didn't get a ticket again, thankfully, or whatever, right? I can tell he has a very big social battery because he knows how to use his height. And that's a whole nother conversation of using what you have innately, your abilities to talk to people. But to go back to the social battery, bro, he's a good example to follow. Like you could do the same thing, bro. Because like I said, Tyler's told you before, your presence, just your presence alone can save you like half your social battery to where you barely have to talk to anybody just by the way you move.
Just use my stats.
Exactly. So like for me, for example, dude, I have to really push and try to find something to talk about, bro, because nobody wants to talk to a 5'6" dude. The hell do I got to offer? Not height.
It made me feel bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and that's a different conversation. But I wanted to point that out because the social battery, I could tell he has a good social battery. He was very smiling. You wouldn't think much of him at a first glance, but whenever he started talking and hey, how you doing? Then everybody felt at home and they felt comfortable around him.
Yeah, I can agree with that. He definitely does have like a hefty social battery. Like he can talk to really anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About anything.
And I think that's a skill though that he's probably worked on. I don't know what he does for a living, but that's definitely a skill. He could definitely sell stuff, 100%. Yeah, but yeah, what do you think?
About what specifically?
So like, you were drained.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
my
like-
viewpoint on it.
Yeah.
Man, I just don't like fucking talking to people that I don't know. Which is funny because like that's my job too. But no, I think it was just a matter of like I just didn't feel comfortable, which is weird because I actually did know like a lot of the people there. I don't know what it was specifically that day, but I was just like, man, I think part of it was dress, personally, like because I asked him, I was like, what's the dress code, and he was like, casual. I said, all right, so you're gonna wear what you normally wear? Yeah, okay, cool. I'll try to match that as much as possible. So I think that was kind of a thing because I felt very like undressed. I felt like unprepared for the situation. Not your fault, but yeah. So I think that was maybe part of it. I know Dev was like, dude, I feel like shit. Like I didn't know it was this like fancy, you know. I think that might have been part of it. Yeah, I don't know. I was just getting like, I think it was just the fact that I didn't want to talk to anybody.
That could be a play in it as well, but I think the conversation about being underdressed is very important too because obviously you know a lot of the people that were there, but the people they didn't know, now it's awkward because now they're dressing a little bit, fancier, and now you're like, oh crap, I'm in like my everyday clothes.
Yeah.
So like they're gonna look at you like, what is he doing here?
Right.
Then that energy goes off on you, and then it's like hard to talk to somebody like that because they don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
It
It made me feel little. I'll say it that way.
sure,
Yeah.
which is good word.
Yeah.
All of it's energy, bro. I mean, I got to a point where just because I do it all the time and I have to do it, I talk to everybody, anytime, any place, anywhere. I know how to spark a conversation. So me, I'm just numb to all the energies and stuff now. It's repetition at that point.
You
Like,
just do it subconsciously.
yeah, everybody that I've, hey, how you doing? I'm Christian. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
What's your
Yeah.
name? You are, boom, boom, boom. Awesome. And then I didn't talk to him much at that point because I didn't, want to make it all about me,
Yeah.
which is, something that
You just wanted to introduce yourself.
exactly. So
and-
then I felt comfortable and people felt comfortable. Like, hey, at least he's friendly. He said, hey, how you doing?
I know his name.
Exactly. Or like, rather than that person that's in the corner that nobody talked to,
Mm-hmm.
you're
get
going
it.
to stay away from that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That it's stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. But yeah, I don't know where that was going, but sorry, boys, I'm tired.
No, I think
I'm
you're saying a lot
super
of good shit,
tired,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Normally I'd be like kind of sharp on like picking up the conversations and stuff, but bro,
So, what would you say if somebody was like, so what are the benefits, do you think, of like going out and like introducing yourself to everybody there?
you make it your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was the first time I went inside of their place.
Yeah.
Never been there. I've been outside of it, obviously, because we used to go to Pritchett. He lived right there. But going into a place that's unfamiliar, a way that you got to control what you can control.
Hmm.
So the way I do it, and like I said, even if it's a random person at work, I introduce myself. That's the most easiest way of communication. Hey, how you doing? Respect handshake. Hey, pleasure to meet you. How can I help you? Same thing, but instead of saying how can I help you, hey, I'm Christian. So nice to meet you. Move on. I'm not going to talk to everybody because I'm not, like I said, I'm not there to. It's not about me.
Correct, right? It's about
It's about Nick
no,
and
no.
China.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to overstep by no means. I was there. Obviously, if somebody were to have a conversation with me, I'd have a conversation, but I didn't want to go. It's kind of like knowing your place and the time to do certain things in social battery
Reading the
environments. Yeah, exactly, reading the room.
yeah.
Because I could have made it all about me if I wanted to.
Right.
I'm not going to do that because that's not my time.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Like, I could have talked to everybody. I could have kept talking to Dustin. I could have talked to Ralph. I could have talked to whoever else. But, it's like one of those things where it's like, do my respect, own the room so I'm comfortable, know my surroundings, walk around the house a little bit, know where everything's at.
Mm-hmm.
I've introduced myself to everybody, even if I never talked to them, like the people, the plus ones, hey, how you doing? I'm Christian. That's it. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now people are like, hey, this is a nice guy. I'm not going to worry. And then if they had a conversation, they can come to me or vice versa.
For sure. Yeah. You kind of set yourself up for
Exactly.
success, really. In
Yeah.
that way, people in the room know who you are, so
Yeah.
it's like they're comfortable and you're comfortable. as well.
Exactly. And that's one of the ways is just
Yeah, it's a good benefit.
control what you can control. Make a little portion, like call it like territory or your comfortability zone.
Sure.
Hey, how you doing? Boom. As soon as you walk in the door, Obviously, everybody's huddled right there because nobody knows where to go yet. Everybody's just showing up. Hey, how you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Move. Go into the thing. Sat down. Talk to you guys because I know you guys comfortable. Comfortable. People start sitting down. Hey, how you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Now they're comfortable and I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
So it's not awkward.
Do you ever think that way? Like in
No,
any
normally,
social setting?
No, normally my thought process is, I don't care to meet these people. I'm out of here.
Okay.
Like in and out. But you did open my eyes this time, especially because like I work and shit. Like, obviously depends. Right? If I'm there for a shoot, I need to be in control. So I'm doing exactly that, saying hi to everybody, introduce myself to everybody, even the people I really, really don't want to talk to. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, I have to introduce myself to them because, like I said, I have to be in control. I have to be. It has to be the point to where if I say "get the fuck out the way," they get the fuck out the way type shit, Except I'll say it in a nicer way. But I never thought about it to doing that in a social setting to feel comfortable to be in control. So I'm gonna try that next time.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything is about control. Like I said, control what you can control. If you don't feel like you're having a good time or you feel the vibe is wrong or whatever, is because you have all these people that you don't know that are looking at you like, who the hell is this guy?
Sure.
And the way you can control that is by, hey, how you doing? My name's Christian. Hey, what's going on, man? Like, it depends on the environment, right? If it's something like, what we were just at with Nick in China, that's different. It's not like a party environment. That's very serious, Keep
Right.
it casual, hey, how you doing? Boom. And then if you go to a party or something, and then you're like, this party's kind of weird, like I don't like this vibe, or you go out to a club or something, same thing. People that are always having good times and people that are comfortable and seem like they radiate a certain energy is because they put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Even if it's a conversation, like, hey, how you doing?
You know who's really good at that? Kayla. Like, just talking to everybody and just like making everybody feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Like every time we will always go out with them, it's just like, dude, she just talked to this random lady. And it's just like, oh, they're like best friends now.
Yeah. I think social battery also comes with a lot of confidence. And I think that's something that I've been like working on because I see what you're saying. I never really think of it as like a situation where I need to control what I can control. But in my mind, like if I'm in a social setting, I'm thinking that like, oh, I see somebody I don't know. Maybe I should go up to them and introduce myself just so that, I can feel a bit more comfortable in the room. But sometimes I shy away from doing that. Sometimes I do it. But I think that's something that relates to confidence, and it's just kind of like you have to build that up.
No, and I was gonna touch on that exact same thing that you just ended off with. Is it is all accumulated confidence. Like the first time you do it, obviously you might do one person and you'd be like, yeah, I don't want to do no more. But, and then you just get to a point where you just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Like to give you an idea, I wasn't thinking the way I'm explaining it to you at the party,
Right.
at the dinner. Excuse me. I was just doing it because it's habitual, secondhand nature. I do it all the time, and then when I want to get down and deep into it so I can relate it so you guys can understand it, that's the reason why I'm doing it.
Right.
Same thing at work, I'm at sales in my job, so I have the whole front side of the dealership, but what about the back side? What if I have to go ask somebody for the back, somebody in the back to help me out, and I've never talked to anybody? Then it's awkward. Then it's like, well, why the hell are you taking me from my job when I need to make money for my family?
Sure.
Compared to, hey, how you guys doing? Doing my normal rounds. Like I do a round. I go to, when I get there, I say what's up to service. When I'm done service, I go to say what's up to the wash bay people, the people that wash the cars, the ones that are doing all the work for us whenever we sell something. And then on the way back in from the shop, hey, what's going on? Just whatever, just being friendly, casual. So when I do need something, hey, I have rapport with one person. Hey, do you mind helping me out, bro? I really appreciate it. Then it's not like, hey, it's mutual at that point.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with the party or same thing with the dinner, same thing where you go out, you have to build the confidence because then it comes easy to you.
Sure.
You could do it to anybody. You go to the grocery store. Hey, how you doing? I like your shirt. You're waiting in line or something, Small talk.
Because that was my next question. That's what I wanted to lead into. Because, saying hi, introducing yourself ain't the hard part. Especially, like, for example, let's go back to my work, right? I meet a lot of people all the time. Doing that's the easy part. Hey, what's up? I'm out. But then it's like the small talk. That I'm fucking bad at. But no, I don't think anybody wants to fucking do that. That sounds terrible. I don't think anybody thinks, oh, yeah, I can't wait to do small talk today. So how do y'all get around that portion of it? Like in a social setting. Because I'm also talking from somebody who doesn't go out. I don't like going to parties. I don't like doing none of that. So
I kind of just relate it to what it is that we're doing.
sure.
Like, we're both in the same room for a reason, I feel like. Well, I mean, not all the time, but like majority of the time. Like, for example, if I was you and I'm in that room, I would ask like, certain questions like, "Oh, how long have you known Nick or China? Like,
Sure.
who are you here for? Like, stuff like that." And then, honestly, it just kind of like trickles from there. It's like an idea pops in your head and you go for that, And I don't know.
So just building from that, starting like small with the foundation,
Right, and then
like,
working up bigger. Yeah.
gotcha. And then you go to like it's kind of like a pyramid.
Yeah.
Right. It's like then you go to the specific shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is like music to my ears, bro. Because I never would thought Nick would be in a spot where we know how he used to be, right?
he used to be-
Super shy.
yeah.
But to hear that, bro, like that's how you do it. That's you hit the nail right on the head, bro. It's like small talk is real easy.
Come on, give me some that. Give me
No,
some
that was really good. I like
Yeah, you opened
that
my
was-
eyes again, bro, just like he did.
it's real. Like I said, the analogy is a pyramid. You start the small talk, which is broad, right? It can be whatever. But also, like I said, you gotta when it comes to small talk and having good small talk to lead to actual conversation, and
Sure.
to actually build a relationship off that conversation, you have to pinpoint certain things and be attentive to what you're speaking and talking about to the other person, and ask questions to where they talk more.
Yeah.
Because if they talk more, they're going to feel more comfortable talking to you.
And I usually try to do that. Try to get them to talk
Absolutely. And then while they're talking to you, then you're listening to them,
and think.
and they mention something, then you ask the question on that.
Right.
Then they're talking again. Now their guards is down.
You got them rolling.
You got them rolling. And then now you start throwing in some sauce like, oh, okay, that's what, then you're like, now you're the cool guy. Because now you're like, dude, that's awesome. And then they feel really like heard and comfortable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then that's when the relationship starts building. That's where you build a friend. It's real easy. I mean, if you're at a grocery store, bro, it's as easy as like, man, have you seen? When's the last time you guys been shopping? You seen bread $3? Just like a random question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it was 30 cents. God dang, man, you showing your age. Like make a joke or something. It don't always go for the common questions.
Yeah.
Right.
How long? Well, I mean, you could use like how long have you known Nick and that at the dinner. That's a
something
valid
specific,
question because those are
Yeah.
like for me. I have only met certain people there,
Yeah.
maybe on a handful of times. Right? There's a lot of people I didn't know, and that's where I was like, like even with his grandma, that was the very first time I've ever met her.
For real?
First time, literally the first time. I don't know if you knew that.
I thought you ran into her one time at like the gas station or Smiles when you worked there.
Actually, yeah, okay. But that was when that was a different Christian. So that
sure.
was definitely small
Right.
talk.
Right.
Hey, yeah, I know Nick. We're best friends. Boom, that was it.
I got you.
On her day. You know what I'm saying? Now I was like, first thing I was like, I heard a lot of good things about you. She was like, oh, really? And she was like, what'd you say? So,
You're
I was like, nah.
fuck.
It was just because it was loud. Everybody was in there. I was like, I had to
Yeah.
repeat myself and stuff.
Yeah.
But, asking those, just like making a statement too.
Sure, absolutely.
Sometimes it's not asking questions, it's making a statement.
Right.
And then that statement people will chime in on.
Man, I'm gonna try this shit out, guys. Cause like I fucking so when I go on a shoot, right? Sometimes our photographer will come with me, and she is so fucking good at that small talk bullshit. So like for example, let's say I get to the location where I'm shooting, right? I introduce myself to the person who's gonna take me where I'm going, who escorts me to where I need to go or whatever. Usually it's fucking quiet. Like, oh, how long you been working here? Oh, I've worked here for like this long. Oh, you like it? Yeah, I like it. It's cool. And like that's pretty much it. And we're walking for like another like 5 minutes just in silence. But dude, she's the girl that will like chat them the fuck up the entire fucking time, and it blows my mind. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? That's why I like when she comes, because I don't have to deal with none of that bullshit. But nah, next time I go on a shoot, I'm gonna try that shit. Just like try to build that foundation, and then.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, ooh, y'all hype me up,
I mean,
bro. Y'all have like opened my eyes dead ass, bro.
You'll probably suck at it first, though.
No shit,
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to learn. You got to build the confidence. But a thing that I incorporated a while back ago, man, is asking questions to frame whoever you're talking to visualize themselves doing something. So, like, if you're on a shoot or whatever, and just give me an idea of how your shoot goes. And I'll come up with a small talk answer that'll lead to conversation. Like, what do you do, like, on a shoot? Like, when you get there, there's 5 minutes of silence. Like, how does it work?
Yeah, so normally, like, I get there. Okay, hold on. Let me think about how to explain this without giving away where I work. Hold on.
It doesn't have to just use, like,
Yeah,
Bob
like
and Sam or something.
Well, no, not names. It's just like the process of the way it is. Well, usually, like, I get somewhere, right? And these places that I shoot are usually private. Like, I don't know where the hell I'm going. So I have someone, I get to, like, the boss's room and I'm like, hey, I need someone to take me to this area of the building because I don't know where that's at. And they're like, okay. So then they get somebody to take me over there. And it's literally just, like, us going. Sometimes it's the person I'm going to shoot. When it's that, it's easier because then I can explain to them, like, how it's going to work, the processes, all that kind of stuff. But normally it's not the person I'm going to be interviewing. So it's literally just like us, me and like this random person, just like walking. They don't know who the fuck I am. I don't know who the fuck they are. And yeah, usually it's like, oh, how long you been working here? And that's pretty much it. And I usually just go back to the old reliable because most of the people there have worked there a long time. So it's just like, oh, what's the difference? But
So my question to you is how long is that time frame? 5 minutes max, maybe?
probably, yeah.
Okay, so on that time frame, I mean, realistically, you don't give a damn about talking to them.
I
mean,
don't,
they don't
no, I
give a damn
don't.
talking about you either. They're just doing their
Yeah.
job, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little different.
Right.
But when it comes to something like you're setting up in an environment or whatever you're about to shoot at, that's where the conversation starts. Rather than it just being silent, then you could be like, hey, when's the last time you guys have been out in this side of the town, or is this your guys'
Sure,
first time
sure.
out here? Just asking different questions. Don't just
Yeah.
be generic with it. Like, so you got to be intentional with the questions you ask, because
Yeah.
then that's when it starts to
Yeah.
trickle. When's the last time you've been out here? It's open-ended question. Oh,
Yeah.
it's my first time out here. Depending on the answer they give you is the vibe that they're either open or receptive to the conversation, or if they're closed off.
Right.
It's typically like 5 words. It's my first time.
Yeah.
Then you got to do a little bit more digging,
For sure.
right? Or it's like, yeah, I've been out here a couple of times. I was raised in New Braunfelsville or something. Oh, okay. Well, why are you in Huntsville, Texas? Well, place it, whatever.
Sure.
Just you got to be intentional with it,
Tight.
and that's where the confidence comes in. Because then you start stacking W's, bro.
Tight.
W, boom. Okay, awesome. Boom. What about
Yeah.
It just only gets better from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think let's kind of go back to like relate it back to the word. I mean, it's called social battery for a reason because batteries die, right?
Right.
So there may be someone who's like you, who is very confident and can talk to anybody, at any time. But a lot of people who may be like you sometimes can't do that. It's
Sure.
like they're just like drained. Like
Sure.
they have nothing left. But then there's some people whose battery just stays on charge, and I feel like you're one of those people.
So you're right, but I think a lot of the times when the battery dies is because you're not interested in the conversation.
Hmm.
So
valid.
I always tell people I'm genuinely curious talking to people.
Oh, I fucking use that line all the time.
Genuinely
Yeah.
curious talking to people. Because I'm always asking and trying to learn something from the other person, no matter who it is or where it's at.
Okay.
So obviously, right, the battery dies is a great analogy. You can see that, right? But there's conversations where I'll be talking to people for 30, 40 minutes to an hour, and I'm like, dude, I'm not engaged. That's normal. But it's because they're just, a lot of people, when you talk to them, they don't talk to people. So they're just yapping.
Yeah.
So
And that can be a lot to take.
absolutely. Because then they're throwing their energy on you.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to understand that. But the battery dies a lot quicker whenever they're not engaged or you're not engaged in the conversation.
Okay.
And you can read body language. Like, right now, Mal doesn't give a damn right now what I'm talking about. He's just like, yeah.
No, I am.
I did that just to get you engaged.
Oh, okay. It's like I'm listening.
No, I just did it to get you engaged,
Yeah.
bro. But that's what it is. I mean, I do have a bigger battery, but it's because I am genuinely curious on talking and learning from something. Anybody you talk to, you can learn something from.
It's
Whether it be something valuable or something that you could care less for or something you shouldn't do or something you shouldn't take or receive.
There's information to be learned from
Everything.
everybody.
Yeah.
And I think if you look at it in that perspective, the conversation becomes fun. Because, like I said, then you can talk to anybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Good show.
Oh, damn, I don't like this neon green colored, wife beater.
Yeah.
Why not? You look good in it. Whatever.
Yeah.
It just makes my love handles, whatever the hell the conversation.
Sure,
it's
sure,
like,
sure.
oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
I kind of like,
Let me throw out a scenario. So let's just say you're a guy who works at a stand at a convention center, right? And you're interacting with people all day long, people coming up to you, asking you about your product, whatever it is that you have set up at your stand, right? And you're talking to people all day. And that convention ends and you go back to your hotel, right? And you're just kind of chilling and you're with a group of friends or something, let's just say. And those people want to go out to dinner, right? And just sit and eat, at a dinner table, chat it up, at a restaurant, whatever, down the street. And they just genuinely don't feel like going. do you think that is something like everybody has, like, or like, for example, like you,
Mhm.
like, do you think that would happen to you, or would you always be on the go? Like, would you like want to do it? Like, would you feel like doing it?
To answer your question, it's a choice.
Okay.
So, like today, and that's crazy you mentioned this. I'll be very transparent. I set this date because I was like, let's do it. We need to get an episode done. But then with me being tired and everything that's been happening, I didn't want it to come, but I still showed up. And I think it's the same concept of you obviously you have your daily tasks and stuff, so it's a choice, but it's also like me doing this is also building my social battery and also building my character into communication or whatever you want to call it.
It's like a muscle you gotta train.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Showing up is a muscle.
Yeah.
Showing up, speaking even when I'm tired, even when I don't want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the confidence comes in, bro. Because, like, I did want to show up. I'll be honest with you. But
Yeah.
here now, you would never known that. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Do you think sometimes that can give off a bad energy though to other people? Like, if you're not at full optimization, you know what I'm saying?
You know what it is? It's just a matter of if it's the people you want to hang out with or not.
Mhm.
For
Yeah.
example, like Chris. We'll take the Chris example, then I'll go back to your scenario, right?
Okay.
Chris is okay coming here even though he's tired because he's hanging out with the boys at the end of the day, right?
Right.
Or like he's probably okay going to work tired because he has to pay his bills.
Right.
But if his coworkers that he's not as close with were like, "Hey, you want to come out tonight?" No, I'm fucking tired. Fuck you.
correct.
And that's the same thing with me, right? I travel a lot with a bunch of my coworkers at a time. Depending on who's the one that asks me to go to dinner is depending on who if I'm going or not.
Mm-hmm.
So like I have some coworkers that I'm not as cool with. If I'm tired as shit, and they're
No.
like, "You want to go to dinner?" No. But I have some coworkers who I'd call my friends now. If they're like, "Hey, you want to go out to dinner?" I'd be like, "Yeah, let's go grab some beers or something, like, and get some steak or something." It's just I think at the end of the day, it just depends on who you're gonna hang out with.
Yeah, because then that sets the environment that you'll be in. You know?
Absolutely.
Right.
Like, my mentality and my perspective on, to answer your question is just if it's going to grow me in some type of way.
Okay.
If it's something that can be talked about that betters myself but also other people, like this, obviously we're doing this with the intention of we're really going to try to grow ourselves and impact people for the better. But at the end of the day, this is also just helping me in general being
Absolutely.
it, because everything I do relies on talking to people.
Yep.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in sales, but if I wasn't in sales, I like talking to people. I'd be behind a camera. I would be doing those things. It's just me, right? And this conversation is beneficial to me because it's like, hey, the social battery part. Yes, I didn't have a social battery before I got here, but then that's where the confidence and then, a battery always has, 15 minutes before it really dies, even if it shows it's dead. That's where that gets expanded,
That's bar.
That's where the leveling up comes in, because now that my battery's already drained, now I'm, expanding it because I'm leveling it up.
Mm.
I'm building that muscle.
Talk that.
Yeah,
I like
right.
that. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I was gonna ask you because I remember I texted y'all to plan this, and y'all were, and I said, "Oh yeah, our topic's the social batteries," and you go, "Oh yeah, I felt that way too because of this
Didn't-
weekend."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my question to you then is, for us, it was more of like, or for me, I guess, because you were fine. Was like there was a lot of people I didn't know and I didn't feel like interacting with. But these are people like you invited. Like this is your party.
Right.
So why do you think you felt dead towards the end then?
For that event, I think it's because that event was for me. I
Mhm.
was like the center of attention, and I also had to, kind of be on the go, like talking to this person, helping this person, doing something here, coming over here. Everybody's calling my name, type of thing. And me, if I get in that situation where it's like revolving around me, I kind of have to go somewhere and take a breather, which is what I did. I went downstairs for a little bit and took a breather, just to like just catch a breath, just think, like, process everything that's going on, and get prepared to go back and talk to other people. And yeah, that was when I was doing my speech, when you guys accused me of doing Chat GPT for my.
It was
for
just
my
a
thing.
joke.
I know, it's
Yeah,
funny. It's
it was
really
good.
just
It was good
thinking about
banter.
It was. I thought it was
Yeah,
really
it
funny.
was, yeah.
But that made me like laugh, and it made me feel. That actually made me feel like a little
Yeah.
more comfortable.
Right.
But yeah.
So let me ask you this then: do you think that was a social battery problem, or do you think that was a just tired problem?
See, I don't really know. I mean, social battery is obviously being social and chatting with people and just being in a social setting, which it was. Tired, I don't know, is like maybe because I was running around and stuff like that. I just needed to go catch a breather. But I felt like it was more of like a mental thing. You know, I'm not physically tired. Like I was fine. Like I could have ran a marathon after that.
Sure.
So, I mean, maybe social battery. I don't
Because
know.
you're also technically like hosting as well.
Yeah.
I think it's social battery, but also another part of it is social management because it is his dinner. There is people there that are there for him in China. So, you know, out of hospitality comes out, hey, I need to make sure everybody's having a good time so I can have a good time. So there's no, you know, arguments, no, you know, there's no bad blood, there's no awkwardness. Like I said, it's like a lot of it goes hand in hand, bro. There's always two sides of one thing, like how Oscar says there's two sides of a coin, significance and success. Same thing with social battery, and I think it's just like social management. Like, who do you want to go out with? Who would you go out with? You know, what conversation do you want to have with these people compared to these people? And I think it just all goes hand in hand, bro. And the more you kind of like level up everything, it just kind of just keeps going up and up and up.
Gotcha.
So I think that's what it is because, like I said, it is mental. Having different personalities. I mean, how many people are there? 30?
Yeah, it was like 30.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Parents,
Good point. Good
family,
shout.
friends, people that, you know, China's friends. You know, you got to do your part to make sure that they're okay because they took the time out to, you know, receive that, come out and celebrate with you. So
Absolutely.
if they're having a good time, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say it is, honestly.
Makes sense.
It does. It does. Me and China were actually talking about this before I came here. I told her what our topic was, and she kind of started, you know, rambling a little bit about like social batteries. She said, which I didn't even think of this, but it. Once you hear it, you'll believe it and think it's true. But people who are on the spectrum, like social batteries, are like more prevalent to them, like them being drained and stuff, like, you know, having to put on, you could say, like a facade, like in a social setting, and, you know, once they're out of that, they're just like completely like drained. But she said like people who are on the spectrum,
Like autistic people.
yeah, like
You lost
it's
me.
a lot like harder for them.
Oh,
No, yeah, because
like Devin.
Yes. Yes.
Devin's on the spectrum.
No.
Oh,
Probably
No,
not
but,
kidding.
but he did like the at home like autistic test, and that shit was, I think it was like high or something, but it wasn't. It wasn't like.
I think everybody has a little bit.
Yeah, it's a spectrum.
Yeah, everybody has a little bit. You know.
I think, I mean, I could see that. I don't think that's not, you know, the case. I think it is because, like I said, it's a skill, it's a muscle. It's if you have autism, I mean, you have some inabilities if you're not high functioning that you physically are not capable of doing.
Right.
Where it comes to, you know, wanting to grow the social battery, wanting to do these things. So I can see that,
But they have to like work like harder
yeah.
in social settings to
Sure.
like, you know, hide those things.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole show. I don't know if it was on Netflix or not. I think it was. It's called On the Spectrum, where they're autistic people that are trying to date, find love.
Yeah, watch that. It's actually
yeah,
a good
it's a
show.
good show. But that's a real thing, you know.
Mhm.
And when it comes to the facade part, I was going to say this because I think that's another good conversation. Is I think everybody has a facade on when they're socializing. I think everybody does.
Yeah.
If you don't, you got to a point in your comfortable. You got to a point with yourself where you don't need to put on a facade no more.
Right. I mean, just kind of put yourself in a room by yourself versus a room with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like me in a room by myself, you know, I wouldn't be. I mean, obviously, I couldn't be social because there's nobody in the room. But like,
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
but I'm not I wouldn't see. Would you say like you're not yourself if you're in a room full of people?
Wait, say that again.
Would you say that you're not yourself when you're in a room full of people?
Well, a facade is just putting on a act.
You're
Act,
faking
yeah.
it. Yeah.
You're faking it, right? When he goes talks to for 5 minutes, he's putting on
Yeah.
a facade. Hey, how you doing? Just small talk. You don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
time and
definitely
place.
fake, yeah.
So, what I mean by that, because I mean, I think you had something to say. You had a very strong facial expression, so I don't know if it was something good or bad, but to elaborate on what I mean by
Oh,
the
yeah.
facade is every conversation you have, there's a facade, and what I mean by that is like if you go to the grocery store, you're gonna put on a facade. Hey, how you doing? Bubbly, everything's good,
Yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can afford these groceries. Probably not the case, you know. When you're talking, you know,
I put
facts.
on outside every single day.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah, this is going on my debit card. I promise.
I ain't got none on my debit card, credit card. Like, you know, yeah, $340. Awesome.
Yeah, I got the money.
Dying
yeah.
inside, you know, like this ain't my money now. It's the bank's money.
Confidence, yes. I think this will go through for sure.
I have to pay this back later.
24% interest.
Let's see. Oh, tomorrow's the first. Oh, I'll be back tomorrow.
But yeah, and I think conversations in itself, everybody's putting on a facade because they want to seem and come across a certain way.
Sure.
But what I mean, if you're not putting on a facade, you're very comfortable in your skin. So like Justin, there's no facade with him because he's very comfortable with himself. He can talk to anybody about anything at any time. And I think that's a skill in itself, is removing that facade, because when you do remove that facade, then it's not structured and it's not like so black and white. It's organic.
You know what helps him, I think, is just he is like naturally just like a chill guy.
Yeah.
Like that is just the vibe he gives off always. And like he's not the type to be like frantic, what's the word? Frantic.
Yeah, you got it.
In like any situation, like he's just calm, like,
Yeah.
always. And I think that does like help him out a lot because that's just how he communicates with people.
That's
like,
he's comfortable in his skin.
Yeah.
Like that's why he's that
and
way.
that's why he gives that off like
Mhm.
to anybody he talks to.
But I would argue I'm a chill guy, but I'm the complete opposite. I don't want to talk to anybody.
I mean, maybe, you know, being a chill guy doesn't help everybody.
Fair.
Being a chill guy, maybe like for you, being
for
a
me,
chill
it's the-
guy, you just want to chill by yourself.
Yeah, for me it's the opposite. For
Yeah.
me it's like I just want to chill. Like I'm so chill I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
I don't care enough
Right,
to talk to
right,
you.
right, right.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay. Type shit.
Yeah.
The facade though. So like for example, I don't feel like I put on a facade with like y'all or like my family. You know.
I think that's just because we're comfortable with each other.
Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. But like, so would you consider that even still socializing if you're hanging out with like your family or your close friends, or is that just like a whole different thing?
I think it's socializing, but it's like a different category.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you still put on a facade with people you're comfortable with.
So you're putting on a facade right now?
No. I'm saying I think you can still.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
like,
sure, but like, okay, that's what you're saying now.
because like,
Unless
let's just
you're
say you're going through some stuff where you have beef with family, instead of you guys, you know, having that beef and making it known to everybody else, you know, you're gonna put on a facade. Hey, you know, just you stay over there, stay over here, and everything goes smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a facade, right?
That's fair. Good
Because
point.
then there's actual tension behind something.
Yeah.
But you're not going to show that to people because they don't need to know that,
right.
and you want to have a cordial environment. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's like facades are very easy to put on.
Mhm.
Like the facade of me starting coming here, you know, acting like nothing's going on or I'm not tired. I mean, I elaborated that I was tired. I needed something. This definitely helped. I appreciate you for that. But, you know, it's one of those things where a facade can be anything. It can be very small. It can be something very drastic.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I think it's just social still. I mean, your family and
That's
stuff, you still
interesting.
got to be social.
Yeah.
Like
see what you're saying.
yesterday, we had a prayer at my pastor's house. They finally got it built and stuff, and everybody was there for prayer and stuff. And it's socializing, bro. You know, it's fellowship. That's what it is at the end of the day. This is fellowship. This is friendship. This is socializing,
Okay.
regardless if it's for work, you know, or however you want to put it.
Sure.
Going forward, just like having this conversation is like uplifting. Like I kind of want to put myself in more like social settings, social situations, which I feel like I am quite often. You know.
Definitely more than you used to.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and I think a lot of that comes with like just being in a relationship, like having to interact with her side of, you know, friends, family, and stuff like that.
That's my biggest fear, bro, when it comes to like finding a girlfriend or
What's
like
that?
my future wife
Mhm.
is like I don't even know her yet, and I dread meeting her family. It's like I don't want any more friends or any more
Oh,
people.
man.
So, to go back to what he was saying about Justin, how he's a chill guy.
Yeah.
You thinking that, bro, they'll receive that and they're gonna be in the exact same position that you are. They're
That's
gonna like,
valid.
I don't want to talk to him. There's
Yeah.
a weird vibe going on with this kid.
Right.
It's the same thing, you know. Just I get what you're saying because that was one of those conversations that I had internally too. I was like, damn, like this is scary, like meeting the parents and stuff like
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
you always think of worst case scenario. Everybody does it, and then when it really happens, bro, they're just normal people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just be you. That's that's the best advice I could.
Yeah, you
I could
right.
ever
I think
give,
that's
you know?
step number one.
Yeah, just be you. man.
Cliche, but it's true.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, to go off of you just having conversations moving forward, bro. I mean, I've learned so much within the past like 2-3 months regarding just like little things, bro. That I could that I've had the exact same conversations with other people, other clients, because I was curious on talking to people about something stupid or random. Like, to give you an idea, people that wear their watch upside down. Do you guys know what that means?
Usually military.
Exactly. I didn't know that at first. I was like, hey, I've seen this a couple of times. What's going on with your watch? You know, I just asked a question. I was curious. He's like, oh, yeah, I used to be in the military and all this. I was like, oh, okay. Is that like a common thing you guys do? And he was like, yeah, because we, you know, we're in the field and stuff. And if you see my watch glare, oh, I'm dead.
I never thought about it that
Exactly.
way.
And I was like, oh, that
I
makes a
always
lot of
thought-
sense. So they flip
Yeah.
it.
I always just thought it was because you
That
hold
too.
your gun that way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but they do that as well. But that's another thing. It's like, well, let's just imagine we're on the damn mountain and we have a ghillie suit on, and then you see my watch glare. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It gives your position away. So stuff like that. And then I had the exact same conversation about a guy that was on the lot. His watch was upside down. I was like, you ex-military? He's like, yeah, how'd you know? I was like, your watch. He's like, oh, okay. My buddy. And it made rapport. Now the barrier's down. Now I can talk to him about anything. Stuff like that, bro. Just by being curious.
yeah. Well, I really appreciate y'all's views because it's definitely inspired me to.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
glad.
Sure.
I'm glad I could do that for you.
Yeah, I know, right?
It makes me
yeah.
feel good.
Yeah, because I can do the bullshit, but it's like continuing after the bullshit is what's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I think once you know, like obviously grow that social battery and your confidence, it makes honestly life so much easier.
It
Like,
does, bro.
You know?
Everything's communicating to one another, bro.
Yeah.
Trying to communicate something to somebody, to sell something to somebody. Every conversation is somebody trying to sell you something,
sure.
regardless of what it is. It's a perspective, it's a belief, a physical product. It's all selling something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, y'all got a what if or what?
I don't.
I don't either.
What if we ended the podcast?
Who's in the room? Monique, Chris, bring the whole mood. We came to connect. God did. You know the rest. If you need a